my friends, Ryder here. Alright, so today I'm going to be taking out Zazan the Unkillable into battle. I was a little bit on the ropes about pulling for him, but to be honest, I've always really liked Zazan as a character. And so when I saw that they were announcing a card for him and then they were bringing him back, I know that in the back of my mind, I'm thinking as soon as they release Summer Helena and the Dark Ramu card, Earth is going to be in a really tough place. Now, that's not to say that we don't know that something else may happen along the way that changes that. But as of now, Earth is going to have a very tough time once that happens. But that time has not yet come. And I think that Lightning is going to have a very tough time dealing with Earth. Especially now that Zazan got this new card. They brought him back, and Queen Macherie is here as well. I won't be pulling for Queen Macherie at the end of the day. I definitely want to pull for Lightning. I only have 25,000 viz right now, and that's going to be Lightning and a card, so might as well try to save what I can. But that being said, I did pull Zazan, and he has some pretty phenomenal stats. The first thing I want to take note of is he has a base agility of 128, which is absolutely freaking insane. This is the highest base agility I've ever seen on any character by far. The highest I've ever gotten to before is about 121, 122. So the fact that he's sitting at 128, which is 6 points higher, absolutely blows my mind. It is freaking crazy. Now, looking at his build overall, his HP is sitting at around 7.3k, agility 128, absolutely insane, dex around 370, luck almost 500. He has attack at almost 1500, defense 11, spirit 6. In the back end, his resistances are pretty dang good as well. Slash resistance at 20%, missile at 52%, magic at 20, and he has -10 to pierce and -5 to strike. But if we go in here and we check out his evasion, now I'm not running him absolute evasion, I'm running him at 100 evade. So I'm not trying to go in there with the motive of everything I'm doing is focused on evade. I'm running evasion kind of like as a sub stat for him. So 100 evade, if the character doesn't have guaranteed hit, it'll kind of be like Leela, where she can kind of be like a thorn in your side, where you're fighting her and then suddenly she hits you with the blind and then now you can't hit her. One tricky thing that I do find about Zazan is that because he has move 4 naturally, it does make it hard to get off all the buffs that you want. I mean, he's named the Unkillable because he has fake death in his kit right here, which gives him re-raise on self, allows units automatically recovered from KO, we all know what it is, and raises his own CT after surviving, right, which is pretty dang good. Then he has in his paladin sub job courage, and that's just freaking insane as well. So like right now the map is nullifying courage, so I'm not running him as paladin sub job. I'm running him as his main job as a sub, essentially for this buff right here and also leaping slash. But to be honest, I don't have that much experience running him since I just pulled him, although I have been doing some fun fights with him so far. But I am learning along the way, hoping to show you guys kind of a fun showcase today with him, and we'll see how it goes. But I think that the idea, I'm working on a new set of trust stones where hopefully I will be able to build an AP set for him, where he doesn't need bells, so he can get straight into the fight with re-raise and courage up off the bat. That would be pretty freaking awesome if I could figure out a way to do that. But it will be heavily dependent on the map. The fact that he has move 4 means he's just going to get, and the fact that he's so fast, he's going to get across the map very, very, very quickly. I'm guessing that no one that we fight against is going to go before him, so he's always going to get off his re-raise, which is good. But all in all, I'm super excited to try him out. Here's his card. It's maxed right here. It has Earth Unit Missile Attack Resistance 20, Luck up 18%, Slash Attack up 35, has Slash Attack Resist Piercing Rate up 30 for him, Agility up 10% for him. So this agility up 10% is key in allowing him to hit such high levels of agility. Okay, so going over to Vellis. I'm running Vellis as a support here. I do have Noctis. I don't really like running teams that are completely one attack type, for example, pure attack or pure magic. I like to switch it up. I think that when you run something that is all one or the other, it's easier to counter. And also, I just like using supports. I like double DPS bruisers and a support slash healer if possible. Plus, I do very much like haste. So looking at Vellis right here, he's sitting at almost 9k HP, 1300 magic, 96 agility, 350 dex, about 370 luck, 45 defense, 32 spirit, all really good. His back end stats are also not bad at all. So, you know, Vellis is always an interesting character to have along. Looks like he has Titus's shoes on. I think I will switch him over to a magic focused TMR. So I'm going to put on Jaden's TMR, which is maxed. It's going to increase his stats, lower his HP, increase his magic. He does get a little bit slower, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. I am going to go down, and I think I'm going to turn this off. Okay, it already is off. Actually, I might just turn this on. We'll see how this goes. Lastly, we have Oberon. He's sitting at almost 9k HP, 102 agility, about 400 dex and luck. He's got 1300 attack, 30 defense, 17 spirit. Now, for Oberon, there's a couple different ways you can run him. You can run him with bells, push him more attack focused. For me, I want him to get off his barrier, and I'm going to try and get off swift wind defense. So I want him to be as tanky as possible. I do not have the +5 Azure Dragon Armor. I do have the +3. Hopefully it is enough. I would like that max HP up 15%, but it is what it is. I'll have to finish it at another time. If we go into his back end stats, all looking pretty good. His magic is a little low, 55% missile resist, 5% pierce, and 10% slash. But the only way to see how this team will run is to go out into battle and test it ourselves. So that being said, let's get to it. Okay. Here's a fire team with a Jaden. I haven't really run it against Jaden. Here's an ice team. Another fire team with the Jaden. Looks like people are hunting the ice teams and going for the bonus. Pretty smart. We have another ice team, but not 115s. Here's a ice/light. Okay, so here's a full ice team right here with Solide, Laswell, and Vellis. Vellis does have the Ryder TMR. So I think just to start it off and see how the team flows, we'll just start it out like this. I'm going to make sure that I have all the trust stones set. For him, he's running evasion and agility. Okay, so all the passives are there. As you can see, I've gotten all of these maxed now. For Vellis, he's running defense and magic up. Okay, looking good. And for Oberon, he's got spirit up and accuracy. Doesn't really need accuracy, but I have this TMR preset for other things, so I'm not really gonna move things around just yet. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here we go. Just like we thought, Zazan is going to go first with that 128 agility. Solide is going to come in from the side. Oberon is going to get off Swiftwind defense, but the question is, will he get off his barrier? And it looks like because he gets the haste from Vellis, there's a very good chance that he does get off the barrier. And it looks like he's about to get it off right now. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect setup right here. Liking it completely. Now Zazan has the haste. I can't even imagine how fast he is at this point. Okay, Laswell takes the first hit. Ooh, Solide goes for the guaranteed hit. And he goes down. He does get the re-raise, but there's those two guaranteed hits right off the bat. He does get the CT up. It does look like Laswell is going to take him down. Unfortunately, Zazan not coming in clutch in the first battle, but hopefully Oberon and Vellis can bring it through. I guess going into the fight against multiple characters with guaranteed hit wasn't exactly the best beta, but it is what it is. We'll see if Oberon can follow through. Okay, he goes down. It is Vellis versus Vellis and Solide. Okay, and this other team is looking very fast. Alright, so we just got our butts handed to us. Alright, well, only thing to do is to go back at it and try again. Okay, so many win teams. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the bottom. We already fought an ice team. Didn't work out too well. What team is this? Is another ice team slash Kitafe. I guess this is a hybrid team. It seems pretty fair. We're running a hybrid team as well. Alright, so we'll go for this team right here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so Zazan is going to get right out there with Revitalize. I am a little bit worried about Eliza. She is an absolute beast, as we all know. Vellis is going to get the haste off on Oberon. Hopefully he'll get his barrier off. It looks like he is going to get the barrier. He does have Swift Wind defense, so he's definitely looking pretty tanky. He's going to take the first hit from Freyevia right there, the next hit from Eliza. He should get the heal off right now. Zazan coming in from the flank. Oberon goes for the limit break. Eliza goes down. Vellis comes in for the heal. Okay, so things are looking a lot better right here. Zazan takes down Freyevia from behind, and now we just have one opponent left. It's Kitafe. She is out of AP. Okay, Vellis getting the big buff right there. And it looks like it's basically over. Zazan gets the slow, but I don't think it's going to be enough. She does get the re-raise. She goes for the hit on Zazan. It's not enough. Oberon running around in circles down there. And Zazan takes her out. Okay, so we're 1-1 right now. It is a little interesting. I'm not quite sure if running Swiftwind defense on Oberon is the most effective method. But the problem with Oberon is that without an AP Regan item, and right now my Emberlight Mantle is designated to magic. So I can run it, but it's not really focused on physical attackers. Other than that, it looks like... I could run this. It would give him more speed. Why don't we try this, actually? Problem is that he's going to lose a lot of AP from this. His attack goes up, his agility goes up, his HP goes up, and then if I run orange sunglasses on him, he'll get higher AP Regan. He'll lose some AP. He'll lose some HP, but hopefully that will make up for it. Here we have warming up. I'll turn that on just off the bat, and let's try this out. We'll try out this effect and see if it's a little bit different. Okay, so here we have a hybrid water wind team. Probably another one right here. Okay, so here's a mono water team. Let's try it out against mono water. Also would like to try this team out against a mono dark team as well. Although mono dark has pretty dang good accuracy and guaranteed hit in a lot of their characters, so I'm guessing it'll be a little bit tough. But yeah, see, that's the thing with evade right now, is that it's tricky to use. I think that it's handy when it's useful, but the problem is that if you fully build for evade and you're countered, you have nothing else to fall back on. And so I think that although it's useful to have in the moment that you can use it, if you utilize all of your energy into evade, then there's like a dire price to pay when it doesn't work. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. Astrius does have guaranteed hit. I'm not sure about Summer Elserol. Zazan is running out in front right now. Okay, Astrius just gets the re-raise remove on Zazan right there, even though his hit missed. I didn't realize that that could happen. That is pretty awesome. Zazan is going to take down Celis. Vellis is going to come up from behind. We'll see what happens here. Zazan takes the hit. He procs with haste, but because he lost the re-raise, he would have been alive right there. Okay, Vellis coming in. Oberon comes down. Astrius goes down. Okay, we just have Summer Elserol left. Ooh, she completely one-shots Oberon. That was brutal. Okay, so Vellis is going to go for the hit, and he takes her down. Okay, So, see, this is the thing with Zazan is that he's so fast. He has so much move. Like, honestly, I wish that his move could have been something that was in his passive so that you could speed him down to 3 move instead of 4 and have more control of him as a character, because it seems like without a dedicated tank, he just gets out there too fast. And as we saw right there, Oberon was just kind of dancing around in the background. So it is a little tricky, but this will be a project to learn him over several videos. So for all you guys that are working on Earth right now and looking for a way to utilize it, I won't have Queen Macherie, but I will be doing my best with Zazan, Oberon, and Noctis. So you guys will have that to look forward to. There's so many wind teams right now. Okay, so here's a light/wind. Here's another ice team. Here's a weaker water team. I think let's go for another ice team. Here we have Laswell, Vellis, and Eliza. We lost to the first ice team. I'm not sure if Laswell has guaranteed hit. I don't have him built. I think I have him at like 89. I know Eliza has guaranteed hit if she's in Ranger in her sub job. And Vellis, I know, has guaranteed hit in his limit break. So potentially we have 3 characters with guaranteed hit. We'll see how it goes. Eliza is going to start with tracking techniques. Okay. That could work or not. Oberon runs off to the side. It looks like we're going to have that same problem with Zazan where he gets way too far out, way too fast, which is pretty problematic, I would say. Okay, so Eliza did get off Cage of Thorns right there, even though Zazan has over 100 evasion. He's going to get the heal from Vellis right there, so luckily Vellis is close enough, but it looks like now Vellis will be out of range to heal. Okay, Oberon coming in from the flank. Oh, Vellis gets the one shot on Zazan. He does get the re-raise. He's going to proc his CT. He is going to get the heal. Eliza opts to go for Oberon, I'm guessing because of the evade. Oberon finally making it to the battlefield. Eliza goes down. Laswell gets the one shot on Zazan, just absolutely crushing him right there. Okay, so it's a 2-on-2 match right now, but it looks like Oberon's about to go down. Oof, Ice looking strong right now. Okay, Vellis gets the hit on Vellis. Laswell comes in from the side. He's going to go for the heal. Looks like our Vellis is going to go for the heal, but since he's a standalone Ice, he's going to be slower, especially because I know this team is running Laswell's card, and Vellis goes down. Well, that is disappointing, but it is what it is. I know that there's a way to make a team work with Zazan, but the way that it's working right now is definitely not the right way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch Oberon and Vellis. Oberon can't work all the way over there on the side. It's taking him way too long to get out into the battlefield. Yeah, okay, so let's try it like this and see how this goes. Hopefully this will make some kind of an impact. Alright, we got one battle left. Let's try to make the most of it. Okay. Okay, so here we have 2 fire teams and an ice. It's another hybrid team. I say we go for it. I do enjoy fighting fire. I enjoy playing fire. I know that Pizarro's new VC is going to have HP, agility, and luck on it, which is really good, and fire honestly needs really good VCs. I'm hoping it's 25% HP, maybe 35 luck, and 15% agility. Honestly, I feel like that would be insane to give them a card like that, but at the same time, fire needs like 4 to 6 VCs just to catch up with other elements right now. So I think that they could really do a good thing for the game by giving fire a super powerful VC like that. But to be honest, it's probably going to be more like 15% agility, 13% HP, and hopefully at least 20 luck. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, Zazan coming up the flank to the back. He's going straight for Megamon. Vellis is going to run out. I'm not sure he's going to get the heal. Yes, he does get the heal, so Oberon's going to stay alive. Lastwell just looking super strong these days, hitting very hard. Okay, Oberon comes around. He takes down Lastwell. He takes down Megamon. Setia is going to take down Oberon. It is a 2-on-1. We'll see how this goes. Setia is looking pretty far away, all the way up there on the flank. Zazan used his hate down, so it does look like she keeps targeting Vellis right here. He's just going to keep healing, so that worked out really well. So now Zazan has finally caught up to her. Vellis is going to run over. Zazan's going to double up on the agility right there, and we are going to take him down. Okay, so looks like there's definitely some work to be done. I am super intrigued by Zazan. One of the reasons I wanted to pull for Zazan, even though it's going to be tough for Earth coming up, is that I want to support other elements in this game. And, you know, I don't want to just pull for lightning and pull for wind and pull for the things that are purely meta. I think that overall that just kind of kills the game slowly. And so I decided to support an element. Like, honestly, I think that if you're trying to like save money and you're trying to carefully build elements, I would say that there's 3 different categories in which you want to build. The first would be light and dark. So if you just want to focus on something simple, you can focus on light and dark as an element. They complement each other, they are counters to each other, and they have no other counters in the game other than each other. So now outside of that, I would say there's 2 other separate categories. So, you know, I would say it's fire, wind, and lightning, and then earth, ice, and water. The reason I say that is because, for example, let's take fire. Fire is weak to water, which is weak to lightning, which is weak to earth, which is weak to wind. So fire, lightning, and wind all complement each other. You can run 2 fires and a lightning. You could run 2 lightnings and a wind, and they will constantly complement each other. Plus, we're going to get the dark espers, which are going to complement them. Then the other category would be earth, ice, and water. So for example, if you run earth, right? Earth is weak to wind, which is weak to ice, which is weak to fire, which is weak to water. So, you know, earth, ice, and water complement each other as well. So I would say these are the 3 main categories in which you would want to focus on building teams and play and, you know, and different elements. So I don't think it's super helpful to have like earth and fire, for example. They don't really complement each other in any way, shape, or form. And so I wanted to say this to, you know, maybe have this for you guys to keep in mind in the future for how you want to build elements going forward. At the end of the day, a lot of us, I think, that play this game do it because of childhood nostalgia for Final Fantasy. And that, to be honest, I think a lot of us would be happier if the game wasn't so freaking expensive to play and that we play it because we genuinely love these characters. And unfortunately, since it is a gacha pay-to-play game, essentially, I mean, there are free-to-play ways to do it, but it does make the game, you know, much more difficult, right? And you have to be far more clever to do it. So I think that being said, there is a clever way to go about it. And so for anyone that is interested in how to do these elements, that's what I would say. Focus light and dark. And then if you want to branch out from there, either focus on fire, wind, and lightning, or earth, ice, and water. And I think that this will help make it easier to build teams. It will be easier to defend against your weaknesses. I think that the cards will go further, especially if you get the dark cards. And yeah, that being said, I guess this video is dragging on a little bit, but just wanted to talk about that stuff just at the end here. And yeah, I'll be doing some more videos with Zazan in the future. If you guys have any recommendations on people I can pair him up with, some team compositions, you know, I haven't run Earth since Noctis and Oberon, and that was a little while ago. So any of your advice is very helpful. So just want to say thank you to everyone who liked this video. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.